As Nigerians gear up for a nationwide protest on August 1 against biting inflation and food crisis, the leading officials of Odi Olowo Ojuwoye Local Council Development Area called for an emergency stakeholders engagement to advise residents not to allow themselves to be used by unpatriotic citizens who intend to destabilize the nation and instead seek solution-based dialogue. Speaking at the all-inclusive gathering, the council chairman Rasaq Ajala admitted to the right of protest by citizens as it reflected on the riots that occurred in the aftermath of the 2020 endsars protest.
The reality is that protest is one of the potent tools that is admissible in any democratic system. However, the recent developments have shown that the agents of darkness, they always hijack it to actualize their self-centerism political agenda. And if you don't want them to turn our country to what is happening in Kenya, Somalia, and other violence-prone countries, we believe that we should encourage engagement, where we should encourage dialogue instead of going to streets to make their reservations known.
He insisted that constructive dialogue is the best way to achieve good governance, as he expressed confidence in the Bola Tinubu-led administration.
My appeal to them is that they should be rest assured that given the pedigree of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, given his trajectory in governance, most especially what he did when he was the governor of Lagos State, I have no doubt in my mind that Asiwaju have the capacity and he's working round the clock to ensure he change the narrative he met on the ground to reposition our country to occupy its right position in the Committee of Developed Nations. There is no denying that we are in a difficult period, but for close observers of some of the policies, most especially his policy in the area of student loan, the policy in the area of palliative social intervention programs that he has been doing, you will know that this is a man that truly loves our people, most especially the people at the lowest level of the economic ladder, without neglecting the middle class and the upper class.
That's why we are appealing they should come. This government is trying its best. You know, it's like when something is bad for so many years, and now you want the present government to just do it overnight. It is not easy, but I think with time everything will be easy. And as what I mentioned, I've started doing the right thing, like student loan. You can see majority of things, like the salary increment. So things will come. Very, very good in a short time. They should allow him to and give it more time.
Traditional rulers and members of various bodies within the local council development area dissociated themselves from the protest, advocating for alternative solutions and patience with the federal government.
For us as members of National Youth Council or as youths generally in Odi Olowo, we are saying that the people behind the proposed nationwide protest should rethink. They should have a rethink about the protest, and they should rather go for dialogue, constructive dialogue with the government. They should table their demand. Of course, everybody knows that the situation of the country, economic-wise, security-wise, and all that, there is challenge. We have a lot of challenges presently. But the only way we can solve it is not to add to the problem by destroying public property, because what we have around is not government property, it's our property. They build them with our money, and we will not look at people to destroy them. So we will rather tell them that we should go for dialogue, we should go for constructive dialogue with the government, so that things will not get destroyed more than what we already have now.
We gather here today as against the will of people who wanted to protest for bad governance, as they said, and we are not going with them. All the artisans in Odi Olowo Ojuwoye, we were in a meeting, and we've told them we are not interested in any form of protest, because we quickly remembered what happened during the endsars, and we know what they spoiled. In fact, in Odi Olowo, there was 2 vehicles bought by Honorable Adeyemi Ali for taking students to their various school. The 2 was burned, and several other places were burned, including Solomon Hall in Ojuwoye. So they vandalized many houses, in which some of us we are still on it now. So, and if we should allow this protest to come up again, it's going to cause disasters.
Hopefully, agitators and government at various levels will come to an amicable resolution for the sake of peace and progress of the nation.